Hello, welcome to everybody. So this problem, will be about quadratics, as well as transformations, and then as well as you can see in part C, that will be about inscribed circles, so that will be about circle geometry, and then also about incenters as well. So quite an integrated problem. Well, anyway, so shall we start from part A? Okay, so a very standard question. So for part A, so just about the method of computing square, to express, the coordinates of Q, so which is the vertex, of the graph of y equals fx. Okay, so this is just the method of computing square, and then a Q. Okay, so standard one. So part A. So first of all, fx equals x squared minus 12kx, and then minus 14x, and then plus 36k squared, and then plus 89k, and then plus 53. So here, I'm afraid we need to group the x term, so it becomes 12k plus 14, and then we try to halve the coefficient of x, so which is 6k plus 7, and then try to square it, so that's why here we try to plus 6k plus 7 all square, and minus 6k plus 7 all square, and then plus the original constant term. So we need the first three terms only, because the first three terms will be about the perfect square. So the perfect square, so a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, so that's why here that will be x, and then minus 6k plus 7 all square. And then for the rest, we just try to simplify. Okay, so and then 36k squared cancel with 36k squared, and then minus 84k plus 89k, so that's why plus 5k plus 4. Right, so that's why here, so at the end, q, equals to 6k plus 7, and then 5k plus 4. Okay, so that will be part A. So here for part B, only one mark. So here, let's recall part B. So fx, would be x minus 6k plus 7 all square plus 5k plus 4. Now here, so f14 minus x. So we just try to use the way learned in Form 4. So by replacing x, into 14 minus x, into the above expression. And then simplify. So 14 minus 7, so that will be 7 minus 6k. And then after you try to swap it, good. So that will be like this. Okay, so as a result, so this is another vertex form. So from this vertex form, so we can directly read, the vertex coordinates. So this time, so that will be point R, so that will be 7 minus 6k, and then 5k plus 4. And then this part is done. And then we come to part C, in particular C1. So we have S and then we have Q. Okay, so from part A, so C1. So we have Q, so Q which is 6k plus 7, and then 5k plus 4. And then S, that would be 7, and then 4 minus 3k. And then C1 is easy because, okay, so we are just find the equation of the straight line passing through these 2 points. Okay, just try to use the 2-point form. Of course, okay, we can calculate the slope of QS first. So that would be 5k plus 4 minus 4 minus 3k, and over 6k plus 7, and then minus 7. And then after cancellation, so 8k over 6k, so that's why 4 over 3. And then after that, okay, so the equation of QS, so maybe we try to take point S because it seems to be a little bit simplified it, over x minus 7 equals 4 over 3, and then cross multiply, so 3y minus 12 plus 9k equals 4x minus 28. And then general form, so that's why at the end 4x and then minus 3y and then minus 9k, so and then minus 20 plus 12, so that will be minus 16 equals to 0. And then here comes, okay, the most difficult or even the most complicated part, so that will be C2. So the equation of C, in which C, okay, is the inscribed circle, okay, of triangle QRS, and then so that will be equation of circle. But I'm afraid this time, okay, so the radius, okay, or the center coordinates, okay, may not be found so directly. So we need to use some section B techniques, okay, to find the desired equation of the circle. Now, first of all, okay, maybe a sketch of the diagram, okay, will be very useful, okay, to this part. Okay, so first of all, okay, so we have Q. Okay, so what is Q? So Q, so okay, good. So Q, okay, so let's recall a bit. So that will be 6k plus 7, and then 5k plus 4. And then Alu will be 7 minus 6k, and then 5k plus 4. Now here, okay, I'm afraid, okay, it will be more useful if we try to swap the x coordinate. I mean, this is 7 plus 6k. Oh, 7 plus something, right? And then if you try to, since k is positive, okay, so that's why here if you try to plot a bit, so Q, maybe first of all we have the x-axis, and then we have the y-axis. Okay, so and then 7 plus something and then 7 minus something, so that's why symmetric. And then the QR is horizontal because the y coordinates are the same, so that's why Q may be here and the R may be here, right? Good. And then S, so S, S is somewhere here. Okay, I don't want to put that out. So you can see S, okay, the x coordinate is 7, so you can see that if you try to consider the x coordinates only, okay, so this is 7, and then this is 7 plus something, and it is 7 minus something. Whoa, and then don't forget QR is horizontal, so that's why a big discovery is here. So S is here. Well, note that at least S Alu Q is isosceles. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, so and then after that, okay, so the inscribed circle, so Okay, thanks God. Good. Okay, so and then if we try to draw, so good. Okay, so the three sides, okay, of the triangle must be the tangents of the inscribed circle. So if we try to let U, this is U, let's say, if U, okay, is the center of the inscribed circle, so and then first of all C2, right? So C2, so we try to let R be radius of C. So this is C, and then this is R. Okay, this is R. Okay, and then this level is 5k plus 4. Am I correct? No. This level would be 4 minus 3k, right? Don't use this level. How about this level? So this level, okay, is 5k plus 4 if you try to consider the y. Okay, and then you try to minus it. So that's why, okay, so we can already express, the center of C, okay, or in which here U, okay. So the center of C, okay, so yeah, I saw it. So US, okay, is vertical, so that's why the x coordinate of U will be the same as that of S. So that's why the center of C, okay, so the x coordinate must be 7. And then the y coordinate, okay, so there will be 5k plus 4 and then minus R. And in that case, okay, since the radius is R and then we have the center in terms of R and in terms of k as well, so that's why, okay, we can try to express the equation of C, the equation of the circle using the standard form. So that will be x minus 7 whole square and then plus y minus, you need to simplify a little bit, so 5k minus 4 and then plus r all square equals r squared. So this equation, okay, so this equation of C, this equation of circle will be in terms of R and K, that as you can see from the question, okay, so the task, okay, just in terms of K, not in terms of K and R. So that's why here, okay, I'm afraid, okay, we need to eliminate R. So how to eliminate R then? Okay, so here, of course, this is equation 2 or equation 1, whatever. So this is equation 1. Maybe we have the linear equation first. Okay, don't forget we have the C1. So C1 is 4x minus 3y minus 9k minus 16 equals 0. This is what we call the equation 1. Since, okay, we want to do the linear, do the intersection, okay, that means, okay, we try to consider the simultaneous equations, okay, between the straight line equation and also the circle equation. So that's why we try to scale up, okay, the equation of circle a bit. So in that case, okay, I will try to multiply both sides by 9, okay, to the equation of the circle. So it will becomes 3x minus 21 all square. So it becomes like this. So 15k and then minus 12 and then plus 3r equals to 9r squared. So this is equation 2. Okay, so and then we try to put 1 into 2. How about that? Okay, so put 1 into 2. So we have a long story. So we will have 3x minus 21 all square and then 3y. okay, because we have the 3y term in the equation 1. Okay, so that means like this. So here will be 3y, and then this 3y, and then we have this. So that's why, okay, 3y can be replaced by 4x. Okay, good. 4x, and then minus 9k, and then minus 16, and then minus 15k, and then minus 12, and then plus 3r all square equals 9r square. And then tidy up a little bit, and then you will see, wow, that will be 4x, and then minus 24k, and then plus 3r, minus 28 all square equals 9r square. Well, it's so tedious, okay, the calculations. So tedious. So, and then I will deal with a plus b all square, but this time the a and b are so bulky. So that's why it takes time to do the expansion. Okay, so that would be 9x squared. And then 21 times 3 times 2, so that will be 126x. 21 squared, so 441. And then a plus b all squared, so first of all, a squared plus 2ab and then plus b squared. Hey, don't cry. Now, I'm afraid some of us okay get lost here. So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Come on, man. Okay, so and then you try to expand it you try to expand it okay, so I think maybe the 2ab term a little bit more complicated, so that's why okay the simplification step, okay, we just try to skip it. So at the end, okay, we get an equation, so 25x squared, and then plus 24 alu minus 192k, and then minus 350x, and then plus 576k squared minus 144k alu, and then plus 1344k, and then plus 1025. That's the constant term, and then equals to 0. Oh my god, man. Okay, so don't forget this equation. Okay, so this equation, okay, will be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation x. Don't forget this quadratic equation x, okay, is calculating the x coordinates of the points of intersection, okay, between QS and the equation of the circle. So that's why here, I'm afraid, okay, it will be calculating this point of intersection. Now since, okay, we only have one point of intersection because QS, okay, is a tangent to the circle. Okay, so that's why here, I'm afraid this quadratic equation x, okay, will be having one real root, repeated roots. So that's why it's still not yet the end. I'm afraid, okay, it's just part of the story. Next, you need to set the delta equals to 0. So that's why, okay, I try to skip the presentation. Come on, man. And then, okay, you will have b squared minus 4ac. Now don't cry, come on. I'm quite sure this one, okay, is breaking, okay, the record of DSC about the level of tedious. Okay, so that will be b squared minus 4ac equals 0. Now, and then, okay, you just try to use, okay, a technique, okay, we encountered just now, okay, so we try to use the perfect square identity, okay, to decompose, to try to expand, okay, the square of a polynomial with 4 terms. now, okay, we just have a polynomial 3 terms and then try to do the perfect square, and then you just try to use the technique right now, okay, and just skip it. Okay, so the equation after that, so there will be r squared minus 9k r2 and then minus 36k squared. Then you may ask, oh, this is an equation in terms of r and k, right? So how to deal with that? Okay, you just try to do the factorization, maybe using the cross method, right? So that will be a section 8.1 foundation question. So r minus 3k and then r plus 12k. And at the end, r equals 3k with negative 12k being rejected. Now because k is a positive number, so negative 12k will be negative. And don't forget r is the radius of the inscribed circle. R is the radius, so it can't be negative. So that's why we take r equals 3k. And then finally, so we got r equals 3k, and then put it back. Put it back to where? Put it back to here. Oh my god, right? So that's why the last step, okay, so that would be x minus 7 all square and then plus y minus 5k minus 4 plus 3k all square equals to 3k all square. And then that would be x minus 7 all square plus y minus 2k minus 4 all square equals to 9k squared. So tedious. so tedious. Okay, so that would be part C2. Part C2. So that would be about the complicated math. Okay, so that will be the last part. Okay, so that will be C3. So that will be about some geometry. Now, so suppose that Q is a tangent to, at a point T. So that's why this point is T. So let U be the center of C. And it is given the coordinates of V. Okay, it's negative 29, negative 14. So that will be somewhere here. Okay, so okay, would this quadrilateral is actually a rectangle? Okay, so don't forget we have the V, and then S. Okay, would be 7, 4 minus 3k. So okay, so using the result from C1. Okay, so in order to make STUUV, okay, is a rectangle. Okay, so we need ST parallel to VU. Okay, so in that case, so slope of VU will equals to slope of ST. Okay, so VU, okay, we have the coordinates of V, so, and we have coordinates of U in terms of K, so that's why we try to set up an equation in terms of K. And then the slope of ST will be equals to the slope of QS, and the slope of QS has been found in C1, so which is 4 over 3. And then cross multiplication, so 6k plus 18 plus 18 times 3, so which is 54. And then the 36 times 4, so 144. 144 minus 59 divided by 6. So k equals to 15. So and then, well, now we have the k. So and then after that, we try to plug in the k back to, wow. Okay, so we have this, and don't forget we have alu. Well, we have many stuffs here. Okay, so and then of course we have u as well. Okay, so and then that's why here. Okay, so let's check the answers all together. So note that. So S would be 7, negative 41, and U, okay, will be 734. Well, that makes sense because, okay, so this is that, oh yeah, it's okay. Okay, so and then let's check. So the product of slope of SV and SV and ST, how about that? Or QS. Okay, so that would be negative 14 plus 41 over negative 29 minus 7 and then times 4 over 3. No need to calculate because, okay, it has been found, okay, C1. And of course, okay, this one of the manipulation, so that would be negative 1. So that's why, in that case, okay, so we can conclude that ST, okay, will be perpendicular to ST, so that will be QS, right? So that will be perpendicular to SV. And then since ST is perpendicular to TU, so that will be about tangent property. Tangent property. So that's why in that case, TU will be parallel to SV. Okay, so that's why let's conclude a bit. Okay, let's conclude a bit here. So because when k equals to 15, so you can see ST parallel to VU and SV parallel to TU. So this make, okay, the quadrilateral parallelogram already. And then we have one more right angle. So that's why here it is possible that STUV is actually a rectangle. So that's why the final part will be a coordinate geometry problem. And that finishes the last part as well as the whole problem. Thank you for watching.